I'm Linda Elseygood, founder of the LDN Research Trust. It has been my honour to interview LDN researchers, prescribers, pharmacists and patients from around the world for many conditions. Thank you for joining us. Today we have Elaine with us from England who uses LDN for a skin condition. Thank you for joining us, Elaine.
Hi, Linda.
Could you tell us when you first noticed that there was something wrong with your skin? How long ago was it?
It was about 2 years ago. I first had very itchy hands and itchy feet. And then I started to notice tiny little pimples appearing on my hands and my feet, obviously more apparent on my hands. And it got itchier and itchier. I went to my GP eventually, and he just prescribed some steroid creams, which didn't really help at all. And after 6 months of pain and it spreading all over my body, he finally referred me to a dermatologist, and then I had to wait about another 3-4 months to see one. When I did finally see the dermatologist, she said I had Lichens Planus. Prescribed me some prednisolone, obviously steroids, which I obviously didn't want to take because I've had experience with them in the past. But it didn't give me a whittled down dose either. So unfortunately, I had a huge flare up, and although my skin was bad before, it was suddenly over 80% of my body. Looked like third-degree burns, itched from the inside, stung on the outside. My hands and feet were so cracked, I could barely walk. I could barely hold a knife and fork at some point. So as you can imagine, life was quite unbearable. Went to see several dermatologists over time, none of which was any more helpful than the one before. They offered me light treatment, which I refused, and the nurse said that she wouldn't have given me anyway the state my skin was in. And they offered me, is it methotrexate, a chemo drug, which I refused as well. And I took in some papers that I printed off from your LDN Research Trust site, information to give to your GP. I'd also taken it into my GP and asked her to have a look at it, which she just kind of poo-hooed and said she didn't have time and wouldn't consider it. My GP refused as well. However, he kindly signed a letter that I got from one of the clinics, EMEDS, and lo and behold, I had my LDN within, from getting the letter to the EMEDS and getting the prescription, under a week. So I was, after that, I've been watching your site for a long time anyway, because I suspected I had Lichens Planus, I forget what the third word is, which is in your hair, so my hair was falling out as well. All my toenails fell off. So I had been researching food, diet, psoriasis, any skin conditions, and came across the Lichens Planus website. Somebody mentioned LDN, and I took a note of it months previous, and it popped up again, and I thought I'll research it. And the more research I did, found you guys wonderful. Got my medication, and literally before my eyes, I could see my skin improving daily. I've got pictures before and after, like when I started to take LDN, until I'm still taking it, and now my skin is clear, absolutely clear.
Wow.
I've still got a few problems with my hands and feet, which I think is going to take longer because they were so badly damaged as well. So, but I can use my knife and fork, I can walk now, my skin's wonderful, my hair's grown in.
How long have you been taking it, Elaine?
I started my prescription last May, so not even a year yet.
Wow.
And I'm saying last May because I've just found the doctor's letter and he signed it in May, so it couldn't have been much longer after that I started.
Okay. Well, that's a truly amazing story, isn't it? So on a score of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being a bad day, what would it have been before LDN?
1, honestly, 1. My quality of life was dreadful. I left a trail of dead skin behind me everywhere I went. Sleeping was an absolute nightmare, and all I was getting from the GP was antihistamines, more steroids, which was damaging my skin beyond belief. So once I started taking LDN, it's magnificent. I don't have to cream up twice a day. You know, my life's just, I literally feel as if I've got my life back. And I've said it to lots of people. I keep in touch with the LDN community as well. I keep looking online to see other people and new people starting, because I think it's all very well when you're good not to bother, but there's new people coming on board, and I want to try and keep it positive for them so that they know it works. Obviously it doesn't work for everybody, but it worked for me, so give it a try. You've got nothing to lose.
If you had to rate your quality of life now on that score of 1 to 10, and 10 being the best, what would it be now?
I'd say about a 9. Honestly, it's that extreme.
Wow.
I feel great. I can wear clothes without scratching myself to death. You know, my skin was so sensitive that just to touch it would hurt.
So
I feel brilliant.
What was a typical day for you before LDN?
Oh, get up, shower, cream, try and dry off a wee bit, hobble downstairs. Usually my partner was brilliant. He used to do most of the cooking. And if I could get out, I would try and get out and go shopping, you know. But by the time I come back, my feet were in agony. And even picking up tins of beans or anything was so hard. I had to wear like a leather glove. I could barely walk, you know. I was like a cripple. But I just was determined to get myself out the door sometimes. But yeah, I could barely walk 10, 15 yards and I was in pain.
And you said that you were in bed a lot, is that right?
Well, yeah, because just moving scratches you. And your skin starts to peel off everywhere. It makes it raw. So Egyptian cotton sheets, a lot of coconut oil, trying to go to the natural route if I could to avoid all the steroid creams. So you're kind of like lying in a puddle of grease most of the time, which is not very comfortable.
No.
But my skin was so dry, it would just soak it up like a sponge. But yeah, go for another shower, try and cool down because your skin's hot, and then reapply creams, lotions, steroids. Yeah, it was an endless cycle. And obviously my hair was falling out, as every woman knows. That's your pride and joy, you know. So that was distressing.
Well, you've done remarkable, and thank you very much for sharing your story. I'm sure it will be an amazing inspiration to other people who are going through the same condition that you had, or have.
Well, it's an autoimmune disease, so a lot of these skin complaints are quite connected in some way. It's your immune system that's not working.
Yes.
So I think, although maybe I didn't actually have psoriasis, the symptoms were very similar. And I think it could work for people with psoriasis as well. But I want to thank you and the Research Trust, because if I hadn't stumbled across you guys, I don't know what state I would be in now. And I'm happy to share the good word because it is wonderful. I really don't know what I'd do without it. I've got my life back.
Well, that is all we can ask for, isn't it? You know, that makes everything worthwhile.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Elaine.
Okay, bye-bye.
Do you have LDN experience to share? If so, please email me, linda@ldnrt.org. I look forward to hearing from you.